Okay, guys, so I do have like loads of videos scheduled, but might be a video where I have to sort of the upload in middle of that schedule because the second anniversary reveals and stuff, part two has just come out, and most people have reacted to it already, and let's just say that, oh my gosh, it was so unexpected because. Like most people did predict that we had an A Ultra unit that was going to come out. As you can see here, we have a new Ultra Vegeta, Scouter Vegeta, from the Frieza saga. But what's more insane is that we got a new Legends Limited, which is so unprecedented for the anniversary period. We got a new Legends Limited Revival Gohan, so we will be going through all their kits in this video because, but to be honest, now's the perfect time before their banners drop. So yeah, they've literally took everyone from the BOJACK movie, and they've made new units from it. So we literally have everyone from the BOJACK squad, as well as BOJACK himself as a new unit, and we have Gohan and Trunks as is absolutely lit. So yeah, this Ultra Vegeta. So we have this guy's kit here, so we may as well go through it. When their official stuff comes out on Dragon Ball Z Space, then we'll see what their stats are like. But to be honest, it's fine if we don't see their stats. I just want to see their kits mainly, anyway. So it's really nice that they made a purple Ultra unit because so far with Red Ultra Goku, when I was showcasing, obviously I did mention that. Like the fact that he's red, he's not going to do that well in the current meta because there's so many overpowered blues. So it's good that they're making a purple this time because like purple is getting better, to be honest. Like we're having more better purples, and since he's a purple Saiyan, he can be double Zenkai buffed by the Zenkai Scouter Vegeta and purple Super Saiyan 3. So that's going to be very useful. So I believe that this is the main ability. So this is probably like a. No, this is probably part of his kit. No, is it not? I think this is the main ability. No, I'm really not sure. But okay, like this is probably the main ability. But it shortens his own sub count by 2 by default. So when say if the original sub count was 10, then it'll always start with 8 this time, and he gets 50% of damage inflicted when he enters the battlefield that cannot be stacked. And also, no, so this is probably the first part of his passive because it says, damage inflicted and reduces damage received by 40%. That's really nice. And 20% of damage inflicted by allied Frieza Saga Z. So naturally, you're going to be running this guy on a Frieza Saga style Saiyan team. So you'll run this guy with Namek Goku, obviously, and someone else that's from the Frieza Saga, maybe like the yellow free-to-play Super Saiyan Goku. That could be good. That could be quite an interesting Frieza Saga team, and that could definitely work. I'll definitely try that out. And he possesses a special cover change against strike arts attacks. So yeah, naturally with Ultra units, they're gonna have something good. So okay, that's very interesting. And then the second parts of his passive. Debuffs 10% of damage received for 15 timer counts when he uses a strike or blast arts card. Okay, so basically every time you play a strike or blast arts card, you'll end up doing even more like powerful attacks because like the opponent gets plus 10 to damage received. So you're pretty much just be wearing down the opponent more and more, like the more you use cards. So that's really good. And then when this character is on the battlefield, it reduces enemy ki by 30 every time the enemy uses a special arts card. That's very interesting. I've never seen that implemented. So every time the opponent uses a green card, they get 30 less ki, no matter what sort of buffs it gives them. It just reduces their ki by 30. That's mental. So literally, oh my gosh, like people like Zamasu or any green card that gives you ki and any buffs. This could be very useful. Reduces enemy ki by 30 every time they use a green card. That's mental. So okay, that's really impressive. And then on a green card activation, it restores our ki by 30 and it gives us card draw speed by 1 level for 10 time count. That's really nice. Green card giving us card draw speed is very good. This looks like a green card that we have to like land, sort of, because it's saying combo arts, strike arts, blast, So this looks like a green card that we have to land, or maybe like shoot something out in order to land it, and then we can combo it. So that's really interesting. As the ability, he buffs Frieza Saga or Saiyans at 6 stars because the ability 3. And yeah, a character that gets stronger every attack. Yeah, because of the 10% the damage received on the opponent, naturally you're going to be doing even more damage. So yeah, that's very interesting for Ultra Vegeta. Him being purple and not red, which means he's definitely going to be an Ultra unit that's going to be used more because of the color. Because no one's going to use Ultra Goku anymore, and I really haven't seen anyone use Ultra Goku in the meta nowadays just because he's red. He's just not going to do well. He's literally just going to get one shot by Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Blue Goku or Vegeta Blue. Like there's too many blues that can literally just shut Ultra Goku down, no matter what, how strong he is. So I'm glad that they made a different color for the new Ultra unit. So that's really nice. Next up we have a Zenkai. So people really thought that they were going to finally announce Zenkai Super Vegito or Zenkai Goten, or like one of those two LFs, but we still haven't got that announcement yet. Maybe they'll do it as a surprise, maybe, but we have the Kid Goku that does the Dragon Fist as his ultimate, so really surprising that he got a Zenkai Awakening. I really didn't think he would, and initially I thought he didn't really need one, but I looked at his kit recently, and his kit is quite plain, so it's quite nice that he's getting a Zenkai Awakening. I don't think they'll make him like heavily broken like Android 18 style. Maybe he'll have like 270k strike attack and maybe like a mental amount of defense. So one of his so like they've released the two unique abilities then. So here's the first one: Immeasurable Power. So this is like Nova Shenron basically. Like the more Dragon Balls we possess, the more damage we do. So basically, when we have 0 to 3 Dragon Balls, we have 20% to strike damage, 4 to 6, 30, and then if we have all 7 Dragon Balls, then we get 40% to damage inflicted. So yeah, that's not bad, to be honest. It's not like Nova, because obviously when Nova gets all 7 Dragon Balls, he gets 70% damage inflicted. So that's the difference. And then his next one hit KO. So obviously he is he's anti-androids because he faced Super 17 in that GT saga. So he's going to be doing 40% extra strike damage against androids. It's not damage infliction, obviously, because that'll just be broken. And then every time he uses a strike or blast arts card, he restores his own health by 2%. So it's just naturally like like the more cards you use, the more you heal up, just like little by little. And then inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade 10% to damage received. So yeah, it's pretty much the same as Ultra Vegeta, pretty much. Like the more cards you use, the more damage you're going to be doing. But this time, this Goku can heal himself little by little. 2% every strike or blast arts card is very good. And obviously, they didn't make him buff Red and Saiyans because that would just be toxic. So Red and GT, I don't know who could benefit. Well, I mean, Omega Shenron could benefit from this. I don't see any other Red. Maybe Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. He could be double Zenkai buff pretty much. That's like another Zenkai buff to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So that's really nice. And that's Kid Goku Zenkai. So I can't wait to see what he does in the meta. Like they're definitely like fleshing out GT with just Zenkais. So right now they've got 4 Zenkais. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super 17, and now we've got this Kid Goku. So it's literally like the android situation from them, because back then androids was crap, and then they got Zenkais, and now they're the best in the meta. So they're pretty much doing the same thing with GT. I don't see any difference with these Zenkais. I mean, like the only difference is that these Zenkais are much more modernized. Like they're not broken like they did with androids. And people like Super 17 or Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like they've been more modernized to sort of not be broken but be good in the meta. So they released 4 new extremes, and it's quite insane that like when I saw the animations of these guys, they don't look like extremes. Seriously, they don't look like extremes. They're more sparking material, and also the fact that GOKUA is the first transforming EX, so that's going to be really interesting. So we'll go through every single featured unit on this banner one by one. So we'll start with BIDO. Yeah, so Extreme BIDO. Honestly, these guys are really, really good. Honestly, they look like sparking. Seriously, they it's really insane how they're extreme. But okay, it's fine. So this guy's a purple support type then, and they also introduced this new tag called Hera Clan because obviously the BOUJACK squad. So when this guy switched to standby, restores ally health by 10% 3 times, and he gives 20% to strike damage, and he gives 20% to damage inflicted by tag Hera Clan for 20 time accounts. So naturally, you want to run these guys with other BOUJACK members. So that's really nice. And then his main ability, it draws a green card and restores own key by 50, and it gives 30% to strike damage. So honestly, he's definitely doing a good job at being a support type so far. Let's see what else he's doing. So when this character enters the battlefield, it restores own key by 40 and reduces damage received by 20%. So honestly, being a support type unit, he's actually giving like a decent amount of buffs to allies, and he's actually doing a good job himself at dealing damage. So yeah, that's really nice. And then on the special arts hit, so what is that? Special arts is green card. So maybe his green card is something that we have to land once again. So when we land the green card, we get 30% to strike damage, and we randomly draw 1 new card. Okay, and then when we land this blue card, it reduces enemy key by 70%. Just not 70%, 70. So yeah, that's really good. So he can be annoying, a bit like Vados pretty much, and also give like buffs to allies. So really good. A decent support type, and for an extreme, that seems really good. Honestly, it's hard to believe that that's an extreme right in front of you. So that's really interesting. So next we'll go to BUJIN. So this guy's also a support type. Now this guy's meant to be really annoying because he's got so many debuffs, and as you can see here, so like this guy's a green and a support type unit. So when this character is on the battlefield, it just applies a load of debuffs when the enemy switches characters. So it reduces their key by 30, and it lowers their arts card draw speed by 1 for 15 time accounts. So yeah. When the enemy switches characters, this will just be a total annoyance, and like to people that have card draw speed, this is definitely going to be annoying. This can be very useful for people that have mental amounts of card draw speed, so that's really good. On special arts hit, so his green card is another one of those that you have to land. It seals 1 card slot randomly for 10 time accounts. That's actually quite a long time, and also it 40% chance to inflict paralyze. So yeah, this is what I meant, where he's going to be very annoying. So once again, it's hard to believe that this guy's an extreme. Honestly, he's doing a lot for an extreme unit. So they're really starting to power creep extreme units nowadays, and that's really good, because honestly, it's not just sparkings that are meant to be used in the game. Honestly, like using extremes is part of the game. So may as well use it. Like soon they'll do it to heroes as well. So. Can't wait to see that happen. And then on the blue card hit, it inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 100% to key recovery. So yeah, that is going to be so annoying. It's pretty much the same as Revival Goku's blue card. Literally burn off the key recovery. They can't charge up anymore for 10 time accounts. And then also 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed. Jesus Christ, this guy's doing a lot so far. So yeah, that's really good. So with his main ability then, he's going to be drawing a green card, and it inflicts enemies with no switching for 10 time accounts. So yeah, that's really good. And then minus 100% to health restoration on the opponent. We get 60% to blast damage, and also a 60% chance to inflict paralyze upon landing a special arts hit. So wait a second, we already have a 40% chance here. So once we pop the main ability, that pretty much makes it a 100% chance to inflict paralyze. That's insane. That's just insane. Like, we literally have a better version of Hercules right here. Just use BUJIN, man. Yeah, that is absolutely insane. And like, to be honest, this guy is pretty much like a extreme version of Hercules, because there's there's nothing preventing you from running him on anything, because there's no buffs here that says, oh, you have to run him with a Hera Clan member, or you have to run him on Sagas in the movies. He's mainly designed to be really annoying. So this guy is pretty much the new Hercules. Yeah, this guy's pretty much the new Hercules, but this time he could like this BUJIN can actually do something. But when you run Hercules, like you just kind of have to switch into him and then switch out. He just can't do anything because he's getting no buffs. He can't do any blast damage. He can't do anything. So this guy's going to be really impressive. I can't wait to use this guy if I get him, because this guy is pretty much the new Hercules. I'm just saying that right now. Yeah, like looking at all the debuffs that he's doing, and like, especially the paralyze, just literally pop his main ability, land a green card, and like the and it's just toxicity 100. Honestly, that's just going to be insane. So, like for an extreme, I am definitely impressed. Yeah. So that's BUJIN. Next up, we have ZANGYA.
しませてね。邪魔よ。うりゃー。これはどう？シューブレスト。やっぱり口だけだったみたいね。
It's okay. So like right now we only have one ZANGYA, and that's the blue one. So hopefully they made this one better. So she is a yellow and a range type unit, female warriors and Hera clan. And for 80 timer counts from the battle start, she gets 60% damage inflicted, that cannot be cancelled, and -5 to blast outs cost. Okay, they're very solid, it's just plain, but it's going to be very effective. And then for 60 timer counts from the battle start, she has a 40% damage reduction, and she also has 1 level of card draw speed, so that's really nice, just that early sort of you know, like damage dealing. So yeah, that's just it's really solid. There's nothing special in there, but it's very effective. Let's see what else she can do. So when she enters the battlefield, she gets 40% of blast damage inflicted, and she also gets another card draw speed level. So like pretty much she's gonna get level 2 card draw speed for quite a while. No wait, like for 5 timer counts, and you know, like for 5 timer counts when you enter with her, and when you have that like this 60 timer count arts card draw speed active. When you enter with her, you're pretty much gonna have level 2 art squad draw speed for 5 timer counts, and then like you'll go back to level 1 after that. So that's how it works. And then she gets 50% to key recovery for 20 timer counts. Very nice. When she pops her main ability, we get 50 key back and restores own vanishing engagement by 70%. Okay, very nice. And she nullifies cover changes. Wow, wow, that is impressive. Impressive for an extreme unit. This is the first extreme that can nullify cover changes. Yeah, that's... Wow, they're really making extreme units really good. So, okay. And then with a green card, restores own key by 50% and gets 20% to blast damage. And also it destroys our own card and randomly draws 2 new ones. Okay, so you want to use this when you have no cards once again. So when there's a passive that says... destroys all of your own cards. You really don't want to use this when you have four cards in your slots, because that's just wasting it. When you have no cards, because then you'll just draw 2 new cards and then you can just continue your combo. So that's how you want to use it. That's a really good green card, to be honest. So yeah, really solid unit. ZANGYA, very impressive. So. Okay, so next up we have GOKUA. So this is the first extreme transforming unit. So maybe this guy transforms via the main ability. I think that's just what it's going to be. So after transformation, he's going to be doing 60% damage inflicted against Hybrid Saiyan. So this guy is anti-hybrids, okay, and reduces damage received by tag Hybrid Saiyan for 30%. Oh my gosh, that's honestly, this just like this one sentence alone is just insane. So maybe maybe this guy might be key to, you know, all of our LF Gohan problems, because he is blue in fact. So I can't wait to see this guy against the Zenkai LF Gohan. Imagine 60% to damage inflicted against Hybrid Saiyan. So very impressive so far. And then when he enters the battlefield, he gets 40% damage inflicted, 30% damage reduction. On top of that flipping, what's it, like 30% damage received by Hybrid Saiyan. So say if you're facing a Hybrid Saiyan, so 30% here, and we're getting another 30% hit, so that's a 60% damage reduction against Hybrid Saiyans. Holy crap, that is insane. This guy's going to be tanking a lot. And he's not even a defensive type unit, he's literally a melee type unit, so that's impressive. -5 to strike arts costs, and inflicts all enemies with no switching if the enemy is the Hybrid Saiyan. So when he's switching with this guy, and the enemy is a Hybrid Saiyan, that that Hybrid Saiyan will be locked in for 5 counts, and that activates twice. Honestly, that's impressive for an EX unit. And when this guy transforms, he gets 40% damage inflicted for 60 timer counts, and he gets 50% as a key recovery for 60 timer counts as well. That's just... It's... Fam, how is this guy an extreme? How? How is this guy an extreme? That's just amazing for an extreme unit, honestly. Fam, that is impressive. Honestly, that is impressive. Okay, so... and looks like these are some death buffs. So when defeated, it inflicts all enemies with no switching for 5 timer counts, and it gives a debuff 30% to damage received. So we're not getting any buffs. It's just some debuffs on the opponent. I'm not complaining about that. That is, oh my gosh, I'm impressed, honestly. For an extreme unit, this is literally sparking material. So yeah, like this guy is definitely going to do a madness against NF Gohan, hopefully. So yeah, that's just amazing. Okay. A new Super Saiyan Trunks, so hopefully they designed this guy to not be broken, because obviously they got to consider Bardock crit buffs. So let's see what this guy's going to be doing. He's a green and a melee, so if you want to run this guy with Bardock, then you'll probably want to do a green-blue setup, maybe. So maybe Bardock, this Trunks, and maybe Super Saiyan Broly, the Zenkai one, or maybe any other green Super Saiyan that is good. So okay, very interesting. So when this character enters the battlefield, he gets 80% to damage inflicted. Oh my gosh, 80% is actually really good. And a 25% damage reduction. Oh, holy crap, 80% is a lot. So, okay, here are some death buffs. So when this guy's defeated, it restores allied Hybrid Saiyan health by 10%, and also it gives 25% damage inflicted against allied sagas for the movie. Naturally, if you want to take advantage of this death buff, then you want to use this on a movie saga / Hybrid Saiyan team. So maybe people like the yellow transforming Gohan, or maybe the purple transforming Trunks would work on these, and also the new Legends Limited Gohan as well. So that could work. But that's a nice death buff, yeah. Like 10% health restoration to Hybrid Saiyans, and also 25% to Sagas of the Movies damage inflicted. So very nice. And then he has a cover cut, so a 20% cover cut on top of, I think he already has, yeah, so 25% damage reduction. So 25 and 20, so that's a 45% in total if you cover change with him until combo ends, and also plus 10 to all arts costs when this guy changes cover. So okay, that's yeah. So naturally, yeah. So what's going to happen is, like, you change change cover into this guy, you're going to be tanking 45% a damage reduction if you have both of those buffs active, and but the opponent has higher arts costs. So that means it's basically like a more of a chance that your opponent's going to stop doing a combo because their arts are going to cost more. So that's going to be really good to take advantage of. So okay, after enemy attack is over, if own remaining health is 75% or below, we restore our health by 50%, and we get 30% to damage inflicted. Honestly, that's really nice. And then we also get 40% to key recovery, and also it cancels our attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. All effects activate only once. That is absolutely crazy. And like, literally all this happens when our own health is 75% or below and the enemy attack is over. That's flipping mental, honestly. That is absolutely mental. So, okay. And then on the blue card activation, we get 20% to special move damage, okay, and then minus 50 to enemy sustained damage card. and then we also get Blast Armor. So naturally, when you do the blue card, you're going to be doing more damage than what it already can do. So this Trunks is impressive. Imagine this guy with Bardock crit buffs. Holy crap. I mean, yeah, I can see why they didn't make him too broken, but he is good. He is good. So, holy crap. I can't wait to try this guy with Bardock. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely summoning on this, by the way. So, because literally, I'm literally done with the current third anniversary banners. I don't need anyone else from the current third anniversary banners, so I'm definitely going to save up for these and do like another live stream, because yeah, this is going to be lit. So next up we have BOUJACK. So he's be a red and a defensive type unit. Okay, very interesting. Now here it says what can you do after transformation, but okay. So when he transforms via the main ability, they didn't say he transforms via the Awakened Arts card. So that's the pink card. If you guys didn't know. So it shortens our ally sub counts by 5 when enemy activates Rising Rush while this character is on the battlefield. So okay, so this happens after he transforms. So okay, so naturally, like you would want to dodge this. So say if you're this would be useful if you're in that situation where you're like, I can't switch to anyone, I have no vanish, but the opponent has a Rising Rush. So that's so maybe when he Rising Rushes, maybe those sub counts could be enough that he could switch and then instantly vanish out. So that could be really useful. That's when this is used right in that one situation I just said, that could be really useful. So that's gonna be good. And then when this character enters the battlefield, it inflicts +5 to enemy strike and blast arts cost for 10 time counts. Okay, so that's just one debuff of many that we're going to see here. So what's his next one? So he has a cover cut. Okay, so a 30% cover cut until combo ends, and also inflicts all enemies with 3 sub counts. So basically like a 3 count lock in. Okay, and then he gets 40% of damage inflicted for 50 time count after the enemy attack is over. So basically, what happens is, once the enemy attack is over, it inflicts all enemies with 3 sub counts, and it also gives us 40% damage inflicted. So yeah, that's mental. So okay, on the blue card here, it destroys 3 cards. Oh my gosh, 3 cards. Oh my gosh. I think that's the same as Kefla, isn't it? The green Kefla, she destroys 3 cards on hit. Holy crap, 3 cards is actually mental. Okay, so his Z ability at 6 stars then is he buffs powerful opponent or movies, and also increases base blast attack for characters who are both powerful opponent and movies. So they have to be powerful opponent and movies. So Broly, Frieza, I think that's like so far that's what I can think of. Yeah, that's about it. So okay, so that's okay. Like this BOUJACK is quite interesting. Like quite a load of debuffs, and he pretty much gets stronger like the more he gets hit, because he's getting the 40% damage inflicted after enemy attack is over. So naturally, this can be stackable because it says after enemy attack is over. So this just like this literally applies to tap attacks, blasts, even one card. Literally, it just means any attack of the enemy, you get this buff. So that's gonna be very OP. So the main event. So we have Revival Legends Limited Super Saiyan Gohan. This is the first time that we've had the revival mechanic implemented on a Legends Limited. So basically, yeah, when he dies, it shows Goku coming to him as like a sort of like angel, and then he's like, Gohan, come on, show your full potential. So yeah, when he reaches 0 health, he revives with 70% of health. So okay, that's actually a respectable amount of health to restore, so that's really good. After transformation, then he gets 60% of damage inflicted, -5 to strike and blast arts cost, and he nullifies abnormal conditions, so he'll be immune to a paralyzed, bleed, faint, all that stuff. And then also he inflicts 25% enemy sustained damage cut, so he's going to be doing more damage, pretty much. And by the way, this is one of those like units where we have to use the blue card to land the LF, because technically he is because technically this is the first transforming LF we've had in a while, because the last one was Majin Vegeta. So if you guys forgot, then like to get the LF, like the health has to be low enough, and you have to do a blue card pretty much. And then the LF will activate pretty much. So that's how it works pretty much. So this guy's gonna be very impressive. So abilities after transformation then. So what is he going to be doing? He is anti-powerful opponents. So pretty much everyone like Jiren, Cell, Frieza, Broly, BOUJACK. I mean, literally every villain that you can think of, he's going to be doing 20% to damage inflicted against. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards when this character enters the battlefield. So say if we have no cards, or 3 or fewer cards, and we enter with this guy, we draw 1 new card. Very nice. If any allies have been defeated, randomly draw up to 2 new cards instead. Wait, like this is tied in with the top sentence. Okay, so say if an ally has been defeated and you enter with this Gohan, it may draw up to 2 new cards instead of 1. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. That makes sense. So okay. So normally when you have 3 members active, so say if you have all 3 members alive, and you enter with this Gohan when you have 3 or fewer cards, he will only draw 1 new card. But if one of the allies has been defeated, and you like go in this situation again, 3 or fewer cards, this time you'll draw 2 new cards instead. Okay, so that's what it means. So that's really good. Every time this character uses an arts card, so literally anything, he gets 25% of damage inflicted. So oh my gosh, and restores ki by 15, activates 3 times. So that's literally if you use anything, a green card, blue card, a strike card, blast card, you literally get those buffs. Activates 3 times, no wonder. And then activation counts reset with character switch. So this is not like a limited thing, looks like. So when you switch back to him, you could do this another 3 times, and then when you switch out of him, switch back into him, you can do this another 3 times. So that's amazing, actually. That's really nice. So you can pretty much stack this 25%. So 25, 50, 75. And you can also get 50, 30, 45 ki back. So overall, when you use 3 arts cards, so literally anything, then you're able to stack up to 75% damage inflicted, and you're able to restore an overall of 45 ki. That's amazing. This guy's going to be very good. And like the fact that he's purple means that, oh my gosh, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is screwed. So okay. With his main ability, it restores Oki by 70, that's a lot, and he gets 1 level of arts card draw speed for 30 time accounts, destroys all of our own cards, and draws a special move arts, and that increases the damage of the next special move arts card used based on the number of arts cards destroyed. Okay, so that makes sense. So basically it's saying like the more cards that are destroyed, the stronger the blue card will be on the main ability. So it's basically like a sacrifice, basically. Like it's sort of like a decision. Do I need cards or do I risk it on the blue card? So basically, if you destroy all 4 cards, then that's gonna give it max blue card. 3 or below cards were destroyed, then it's gonna be weaker. So that's what it means. So that's sort of like a sacrifice that we're gonna have to make during PvP. Do we need the cards or shall we risk it on the blue card at its max potential? So that's gonna be interesting. Maybe this could be used as a sort of last stand thing. So like you're literally with the last opponent, and you want to risk everything on the blue card, and hopefully that blue card can one shot and do an LF. So that's the situation I can think of that this blue card could be used for. So and his Z ability at 6 stars, he buffs Sagas for the movies or hybrid Saiyans or Sun family. So I bet At 2 stars, he's going to buff movies, and then at 3 stars, he's going to buff Hybrid Saiyan, and then 6 stars, he's going to add on Sun Family as well. So, yeah, very nice. I like this unit. Yeah, it definitely seems like he's worth summoning for because of literally like the mental amount of damage inflicted he's getting. Like, you know, like that 75% here stacking up if you use 3 arts cards, and also the fact that he gets 60% damage. He's getting so much damage inflicted here. So. This guy's gonna be a very interesting unit. I can't wait to try him out. So, yeah, that's the like new units of the 2nd anniversary and their kits. I'll try to get this out as soon as possible. And also, it's really nice that they're focusing on BOUJACK again because honestly, his like there's no BOUJACK unit that like there's no new BOUJACK like unit that we've had in a while. And like the current purple BOUJACK, he's still good because of his cover changes. Imagine if they Zenkai'd him instead of the red Goku, that would be insane. But I guess they didn't go for it because obviously his cover change is the most annoying thing ever. He can cover change everything apart from Rising Rush. That's just so OP. So yeah, that's really nice. Like this GOKUA, I can't wait to try this out. He will be our only hope against beating the red LF Gohan. He is our only hope. He actually seems really good. So yeah, that's insane. Second, what's it? Like 3rd anniversary, man. It's been mental. So yeah, it's quite interesting the direction they went. You know, focusing on GT, Super, and Z as the whole of Dragon Ball as a TV series. So that's really nice that they've done that instead of focusing on like specific sagas. Like they did in like the 1st and 2nd anniversaries. So honestly, this has been like my most successful anniversary so far. Let's hope that with this banner it can be even more successful. Hopefully I can pull this Legends Limited Gohan. Hopefully I can pull at least a few copies of the BOUJACK and the Trunks. Hopefully I can pull that GOKUA. I want that GOKUA more than any of the other EXs because yeah, he's really good. So yeah, that's that concluded for the 2nd half of the 3rd anniversary and what's going to be coming in terms of new units. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that for a kit breakdown. And yeah, I'll see you lot in the next video. Peace out.